Are the Los Angeles Lakers real contenders in the West? Let's talk about it. So on July 1st, the Lakers thought that free agency was one day, so they decided to fill out their roster pretty much all in one day, and they added 4 new guys. Let's talk about each one. All right, first up, the biggest one, they traded for Walker Kessler. They sent a good amount of draft capital back to Utah as well, and then they re-upped Walker Kessler on a new deal, 4 years, $130 million. This is an interesting one because I always believed in Walker Kessler coming in from Auburn, but he really hasn't proven a ton, right, to be worth this kind of money and to be the future cornerstone center for the Los Angeles Lakers. I think he can, but I just haven't seen it yet, and I'm really interested to see how it plays out with Luka Doncic. Then they signed, I'm going to try to get his name right. I get it wrong every single time, and then the rest I'm just going to call him Mamu. Sandro Mamukelashvili. Okay, I'm just going to call him Mamu from now on, but they re-up him, or they get him on a deal for 4 years, $52 million. I love this sign. I think this is a great sign for the Lakers. He was great for Toronto last year in the playoffs, and I think he's worth this money. So I like this one. They signed Quentin Grimes for 4 years, $60 million. Love this move too. It's a great guy off the bench. And then they signed Colin Sexton for 2 years, $19 million, which I actually love this signing. I love Colin Sexton. If you know me, I'm a big Colin Sexton believer, and I think he's a great guy off the bench for the Los Angeles Lakers. Another great sign in my opinion. Also signed Zaire Williams a few days ago, but that's kind of a depth piece. I love Zaire Williams, but he's kind of just a depth piece off the bench, which is a good signing. So yes, I think all of their signings are great, actually. I think they fit around Luka very well, but look at the depth chart. Do we genuinely think this team can contend in the Western Conference right now? Like, can they beat teams like OKC? No. Can they beat teams like San Antonio? No. Can they beat teams like Minnesota or Denver? I don't think so. Can they beat a Houston team again? Can they in a playoff series? Like, can this roster genuinely beat the Houston Rockets in a playoff series next year? I truly don't know. There's just so many questions with the roster, and there's so many guys that have to live up to big expectations that the Lakers are setting for them. And even the re-signing of Austin Reeves interests me, and it's just like an interesting dilemma because Austin Reeves is 1,000% worth that money. No doubt in my mind. But is he worth that money for LA? Like, can LA be willing to spend that much money on a player that does not complement Luka Doncic whatsoever? Can they really be your 2 best players in the backcourt next year on a contending team in the West? I truly just don't know. And I will always believe in Luka Doncic because he has done so many amazing things throughout the course of his career. But when you remember this roster and you look at the standings, are they a top 6 seed in the West next year? I'm going to leave it up to you guys for debate.